right. Hi, everyone. Well, this is just our second episode in our YouTube channel, actually. This is just the second interview. I want to introduce to you our guest for today. This is going to be a very short interview. Wait, let me see. I have my notes with me, of course. Hello, Marshall. Welcome to the Fulfilled Women.
Hi.
Yeah, okay. Marshall is a sales and marketing supervisor of a well-known plastic packaging company in the Philippines, and she's also the managing director of Event Singers PH. She's going to tell us more about that. But today, we're going to talk about how to overcome quarter life crisis. So, Marshall, you're going to talk to us about that. You ready for my
Okay.
question?
Okay.
Okay. It says my internet connection is unstable. I hope this works well. Anyways, so my first question, Marshall. What
All
is
right.
quarter life crisis? Tell us about that, and tell us about your experience with quarter life crisis.
Okay. Quarter life crisis. A crisis during your quarter life. So that's it. I'm kidding. Quarter life crisis. You experience that when when you were studying, when you graduated from elementary, you're sure that you're gonna go to high school, and then afterwards, you're sure that you're gonna go to college. And then
Right.
after college, now, so there are a lot of options out there, and it's just basically not knowing what to do with your life. I think that's the summary of what quarter
Overwhelming
life.
feeling. Yeah, that overwhelming feeling of, am I gonna go this way or that way? Am I gonna pursue this one
Yeah,
or that one? Because with people like you, you're a millennial. So
you must also read.
I think I'm still part of that. I googled that, and my age bracket is still part of the millennial, but I'm on the
And
okay, no, no. I'm
anyway,
not. Anyways, so tell us about your own experience dealing with quarter life crisis.
so for me, when like 2 years ago, I just felt like that need to do something meaningful with my life, not knowing what that is, and it's just sometimes I get depressed. It's not a one-time event, like you get it continuously. For me, I get quarter life crisis, and then I get over it, and then I get it again. It's like flu. It's just that sense of not knowing what to do with my life and feeling like this is not what I expected my life to be when I was younger, and thinking that comparing myself with my batchmates, with all of people my age, like they're achieving so much, and me feeling like I'm not doing something meaningful yet. So
Uh-huh.
um yeah,
So
that's
it's
what
like
that's what happened.
feeling like you don't know if you're in the right place. You're a bit confused. It
Yeah.
feels like there's something that you can do, but you don't know. At this
Yeah.
point in your life, no, at that point in your life before, did you know what you wanted to do with your life, or it was still you were still a little bit confused with what you wanted to pursue?
I am still confused back then because, like, after college, when people would ask me, or before I graduated, when people would ask me, what are you going to do after this? And I tell different responses to different people. Like, for a friend, I'd say that I'd do wedding videography, and then to another, I'd say I'd go to an ad agency. So it's because I don't know what career path to take.
So what was the
Uh,
turning point? What was the turning point? Like, this has to end. I have to do something.
So it went. I had three responses. So the first response is I just waited. I did nothing about it. I just let life pass me by. And then the second one is realizing that time indeed is passing by, and I have to do something about it. And me feeling like I'm getting old, and I thought before that I was still young. I can still relax and do
Yeah.
whatever I want, but time is really passing by, and because of that I felt like I have to do something, but but it was the wrong kind of thing because I didn't consult God before I
Uh-huh.
took action, inform him that this is what I'm gonna do. And I didn't ask him because I was afraid that he'd say no. So, but- so I wouldn't hear that from him. I decided that I would do it on my own. But still, I
And
knew
what is
it
this?
was
What
wrong.
is this on your own? I mean, what was that path that you wanted to pursue?
Because I wanted to first I was in a corporate role now and also back then and I wanted to perform. So I was
Okay.
telling God that performing, I will resign for this and I will be performing. But of course in my heart I knew it was a hasty decision and I shouldn't do it. So I still even though that's what my intention is already, I'm not taking action. And
Uh-huh.
that's when I started getting depressed also because I know that it's what I'm doing is not right, that I'm sinning against the Lord. And so after that, there was one Sunday when my mentor, my spiritual mentor, sent a song to me, and that's when I realized that I was being like a prodigal daughter, like running away from my heavenly Father. That's when I repented. So that Sunday when I repented, the next the next day, it was a Monday, that my boss approached me and then he promoted me. So I was I was surprised, and that's when I realized that God was just waiting for me to surrender my plans to Him. That He has plans in mind for me. I just have to trust
Okay.
that His plans are good, and I just have to surrender. So when that was laid out for me, so I knew for back then. So I knew what I was gonna do with my life. It was clear. It was very clear that it was directed by the Lord. That I have to stay in the company. So I stayed for a couple of months. So I was happy until when you had a book and I had to read it because I'm
You
your
had to
sister.
read it. Okay, wait. Let's just get this out straight. I know you're thinking we look so alike. Okay, she's my sister. So when I wrote a book, it was initially entitled From Depressed to Determined, but I changed it to Goal Achievement: The 6 Steps to Thrive and Have Personal Success. It was initially entitled From Depressed to Determined because it was a time of my transition from depression to being determined to focus on my goals. But then when I was reading it, and even the feedback from the people who have read the book, it was more of like achieving your goals. So I changed it to Goal Achievement: The 6 Steps to Thrive and Have Personal Success. And so she said she had to read it. I
Even
forced
though
her
I'm
to
not
read it.
depressed,
I forced her to read it because I need some feedback. So tell us what happened when you read the book.
so when I was reading, I realized that it was for me. Originally, I thought it wasn't because I wasn't depressed, and I felt like I was determined already. So anyway, but the first chapter was about pray that you know how God created you and how He wants you to use those skills and talents that He has equipped you with. And so I started praying, and I was able to finish that book, and it was a good book.
Thank
It
you.
was
You're
a
not
nice
saying
reading.
that. You're not saying that because you're my sister. You think that's a good book, right? Or am I forcing you?
Ah. So anyway,
Anyway, so
that's
yeah, when you read that, so what happened?
so that's when I started praying and asking God, how did you create me? And then I realized that God created me with skills, like performing skills. And He did not place that in me for no reason.
Right.
Although that's not what I was doing at that point. I knew that it's in me for a reason. So I had to do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
And also, again, I think being millennials, we have this feeling of we want to create meaning in this world. We have to leave a legacy. So that's what I was feeling, that I have to do something. How did God create me? How can I use it? How can I leave a legacy before I die? Or something like that. And so I started reading books. I googled quarter life crisis. I searched how you can get over that.
See, I
I
didn't even know
read
quarter life crisis.
and so I just searched information, read books, Googled and all until I approached you also and I told you like I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. And
Yeah, we
that's
had a
when
Skype conversation and she was almost in tears. Like, what am I gonna do with my life? Do you remember that? You have a screenshot of that conversation. We were Skyping.
so there and that's when you told me that you really don't you really not know what you're going to do in your life or maybe you're just denying it. And should I recount it here? How it happened?
Well, whatever that you want to share. That's a long conversation.
And then and then she said maybe you're just denying it. So she said, you know, since you're young, you've been singing and that's the talent that you're honing already. And why are you not pursuing it? And I said, "But there's no money in singing." And she said, how do
It's
you
better said in Tagalog.
yeah, sa pera nga may basura eh. There's
Baliktad.
treasure even in
No.
song.
Sa basura may pera. You said sa pera may basura. It's the other. Sa basura may pera. So there's money everywhere. I'm just gonna cut you off a little bit on that because a lot of people are thinking that there is no money in this area. There's no money in this industry. That's not true. There's money everywhere. I mean, you just have to be creative, and you just have to find your niche, find profitability in whatever industry that you want to be in. So I don't believe when people tell me, oh, there's no money in painting, or there's no money in singing, or there's no money in whatever. That's not true. Okay, so go on.
So there, and that's a turning point for me again, and realizing that yeah, if they could, if there's a junk shop and they can make money out of trash,
Out of trash.
maybe I can make something out of this talent, and it's not. Yeah, so I can do something about it. So again, I started researching, and another turning point is when my pursuits weren't materializing. Like I was already exploring what I could do with my life. I went into social entrepreneurship. I went into other ventures, but then it's not materializing. And then I realized, and my our pastor at church told me that don't go to people, go to God. So it
Yeah.
was me going back again to God and praying to Him and asking Him, what do you want me to do? I have these talents. What do I want to do? And before I stopped all my pursuits first, and then I just sought Him. I seek Him. I read the Bible. I prayed, and after that season, that's when I launched again into exploring what I will do with my life.
And right now, you have actually started with your new business, right? This is your first business. We actually had a business before. Do you remember that? We had an online shop when you were still young.
Oh,
You were in college,
yeah.
maybe. You don't remember, but anyway, because I did all the work. That's why you don't remember. No, just kidding. So
Yeah, I think
now,
that's your photographer.
no. Okay, so now you have actually started your business. You've set it up already, and tell us a little bit about it. So what I shared with them what you do. You're the managing director of Event Singers PH. So this is your chance to promote. What is this all about?
So Event Singers PH is we are singers and musicians that sing in special occasions like weddings, parties, corporate events. So our motto is we turn your occasion into a special occasion. So it's our music, it's the live music that makes it special.
Lovely. Yeah, because you can actually in a wedding or in a party, there is music. There is minus one, or there is a DJ or
Recorded music.
whatever. There's recorded music, but like what you said, you put special in occasions. Did I say it right? Yeah, you put special
Yes.
in occasions because it's more special if someone is singing or serenading the audience and all that. Right.
As if, for example, it's your first dance as a couple, and if
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna play recorded music, isn't it better that we will play a special song, uniquely sung for the two of you, and that cannot be recreated? It's a very special moment.
I love that. Yeah, right. Right, right. Ah, yeah, like your father and daughter dance also. You want someone to sing.
Down the aisle.
Yeah, walking down the aisle, those special moments in your weddings. You need to hire event singers page. So they can find you where? Where can they find you?
We're on Facebook. It's Event Nears PH. We have SoundCloud. We have YouTube. So just type that name and we'll appear there.
Yes, so do like them on Facebook. That's Event Singers PH. And we're going to put that on the show notes also. So don't worry if you didn't catch that. Okay, so thank you. But before you go, I want to plug also and promote. I mm, this is project that I've been working on since last year. It's an e-course. The title of the e-course is The Roadmap to a Fulfilled Life. Live the life God designed you to have. And Marshall, I interviewed her today because she is my guinea pig. She is. She's. I'm sorry that I'm saying that. Anyways, so this is for women who like her. If you're in your quarter life crisis and you feel so overwhelmed, you don't know, you've got all wonderful options in front of you, or maybe you don't have options right in front of you, and you don't even know your skills, you don't even know what you want to do. Like Marshall, she was going here and there asking people and all that. Well, this e-course is going to help you to decide what you're going to do with your life. So that's basically it. And if you want to know more about that, I'm gonna put that in the show notes. But you can find that in www.thefulfilledwomen.com/fulfilled-life. So that's where you're gonna find it. And the good news is, until May 3, there's a 40% off with the enrollment fee. But after that, it's gonna go up to the regular price, and the doors are only open. Registration is only open until May 15. So if you don't make it until May 15, you're gonna have to wait until we reopen the doors. Okay, so thank you very much, Marshall. Thank you so much for being here today and sharing your story. And yeah, we'll see more of you next time. Thanks. Thank you for being here. Bye.
Bye.